In crowd, 815 in crowd, 815 in crowd, 815 in crowd, 815.
Oh, good morning, everybody. As we record this today, I've got one thing to say to you. Every person I know celebrates a new year at least twice a year if they also celebrate their birthday. Hey, look, it's my birthday week. Good morning, Tom. It is the 27th day of June, the year 2026, the latest it has ever been.
In the history of mankind. I celebrate my birthday on September 29th, and then I celebrate October 29th, and then again on November 29th. The only day that really stinks is February 29th, because I only get to celebrate it once every 4 years. So I have a birthday every month.
That's right.
And then I take Christmas as well. So
well, we got a good show for you and the person maybe still
Riley,
sleeping next to you. So give him a little nudge and say, hey, Greg and Tom are chatting, and we're talking all things Boone County today. We're going to be chatting with the folks at the Belvidere Park District. Katie and Sean are standing by ready to jump in and tell us about what they're doing over there in the Belvidere Park District. And Tom Ratcliffe from the Boone County Fair going to fill us in on what's happening at the 2026 Boone County Fair. Before we do all that, though, we got a little business to take care of first. Our current race to 10 has Greg in the lead by a score of 2-0. And our big number of the week this week, it is a big number. It's 4.2 billion is the answer. Mike's or museum. And in case you didn't see the graphic this week, there's your graphic right there. Mike's or museum. Put your guess in the chat. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's an absolutely free thing to do. You can guess in the chat if you think the answer is Mike's or if you think the answer is museum. And if you're really feeling very creative this morning, maybe write a short little blip about why you think it's Mike's or why you think it's museum. And you can do what Tom won't do. You can Google search if you want. It's fine by me.
I will not Google it. I will not.
Tom won't do that. In fact, Tom's already sent me his guess, so I've got that down, and we'll reveal the answer before the end of the podcast today. So awesome. Are we ready to go? You got any opening comments this week, Tom?
Who, me? How much time you got? No, I'm good. I'm good.
I know that.
Yeah, I'm good. I got so many things I'd like to say. Not bad. It's just rambling on stuff. Anyway.
Well, this is fun. So I'm going to put this on the screen.
Jeremiah Development.
There we go. We'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that later on when we do our shout outs for sure. Our In-Crowd 815 networking group event for June out at Jeremiah Development was a lot of fun. The food was amazing. Thank you, Dee, and thank you, Nitro. I called her Commander Nitro. You just feel like a Commander Nitro. And she's like, yeah, I like that. You can call me Commander Nitro. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, let's bring on our buddy Tom Ratcliffe, who's been on the show now, I don't know, 2 or 3 different times talking about the Boone County Fair. Good morning to you, other Tom.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Awesome. We got your countdown clock on the screen. What do you think of that?
Good morning. We're doing all right.
Yes, I see that. Yeah, it's coming up quick.
45 days, 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 54 minutes and 59 seconds. So exciting. Yeah. Boone
August
County
11th.
Fair coming up. So before we get into all things Boone County Fair, though, we want to ask about you as our guest today, Tom. So I'm going to ask you to fill us in a little bit about yourself. Are you a longtime native Boone Countyan, or did you grow up somewhere else? Remind us about that.
I was raised at Island Hospital in Belvidere. Yeah, right on South State. So I was 3 years old when our family got involved in the fair back in 1957. So I didn't do too much the first couple of years, but I've been involved for almost 70 years. Unbelievable. 9 years I've been involved in the fair. So at some point, so yeah, it's been a family thing. My brother was vice president for 30 some years, and now he was president for 2 years. He retired this year, but he's still on the board, and I'm on the board. I've been handling the advertising and stuff, publicity and media for the last 15 years, which seems impossible. But so, yeah, I've been involved for a long time. The fair's we're passionate about it, and that's all we talk about it, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. Subject for the family, yeah.
That's I got a feeling you guys treat the Boone County Fair like I've the last couple of years treated the Mass Karaoke Trivia Contest, which is the sign right above me. That's become the passion project of In Crowd 815, and so it's like every day I've got something at some point on my mind about, oh, we could do this better, or we should try this, or I should contact this person. So, but your logistic challenge is way bigger than this thing is. So, how many between vendors and service providers, you must have a huge Rolodex that you have to contact every year leading up to every year's fair.
Oh my goodness. It's thousands of people, of just the people involved in. We have an appreciation dinner in September every year, to thank everybody. And we have like 650 to 750 people come to that. It's all different. We have like 30 different committees and so forth. We have 32 board members plus the 4 executive officers. And between the 36 of us or whatever, we put the whole thing together and have committees, and we have other volunteers, other Grange members, because the Grange owns and operates the fair, which is a family community service organization with its roots in agriculture. It's been around since 1867, and there's 8 chapters now in Boone County. There's probably about 400 Grange members in Boone County. It's all local families and so forth. And that's who puts the fair on, is all local Boone County and some families from just outside the county and stuff. That we get a lot of help from non-members too, different families and so forth. Like the Gallino family is really good about. They have a big farm operation, so they and a trucking company, and so they donate a lot of equipment and manpower and so forth that do the track, and they put up a bunch of lighting for us and so forth. And there's a lot of other citizens that come out and have their talents, and they use what their expertise is and help us build a really nice venue that's used from April 1st to November 1st. And some weekends now we have 2 or 3 events going on at the fairgrounds. Like this weekend, tonight. I think today's Saturday, right? Yeah. So it's tonight.
Well, yeah. For those watching live today, the Belvidere 4th of July parade is today at like 5:00, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's our Heritage Days. Yeah. And there's a big car show downtown and so forth, fireworks, and there's bouncy houses and a band at the fairgrounds starting about 6:00. So you can come out and, it's free. Just come out and bring your chair and blanket and some snacks, or I think there'll be some food trucks out there. So, but anyway, we have all kinds. We have a 10-day dog show coming up starting the 4th of July. It's going to be out there at the fairgrounds. We have like Urban Farm Girl Market. And car meets, car shows, auctions, all kinds of stuff. But it's a great venue for the community, and we really strive to make it one of the finest venues can have. We started out with 80 acres in 1964, and now we have this great venue with all kinds of buildings and so forth. It's great. We're very proud, and we're very blessed.
Well, you should be. It's a beautiful facility, and I've often kind of wondered, the state would be smart to just call the Boone County Fair Illinois State Fair North and just do that, because you guys put on something that nobody else does in Northern Illinois, and not to your extent, that's for sure.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We try. I mean, we really try. We're just like somebody once said, we're just a bunch of farmers trying to put on. in 6 days. So it's a big undertaking, and sometimes it's kind of overwhelming, but we move forward and we keep doing it, and we try to make it, like you say, we try to find things we can make better every year, and we like to try things different. Like this year, we are doing something different. We have rodeos on Saturday instead of a headliner. We have 2 D&D rodeos of Indiana. He's kind of associated with the Matt Noble, who does the bull riding on Friday night, and this he's going to do 2 rodeos, and these will be a full-fledged rodeos with bronco busting, roping, all that other. There's like 8 different events, and it's a sanctioned rodeo with cowboys coming from all over to compete. Certain point, so at 3:30 and 7:30 on Saturday. So that's something different. We like to try to mix it up. This will be the first time in 60 years we haven't had a headliner of some sort. So, and yeah, we even have an Hispanic band on Wednesday night out of Chicago for our Hispanic community, because they're big supporters of the fair. They're so family oriented and so forth. They come out and they just love the fair. They love the bull riding and so forth and that kind of thing. And I think they'll love the rodeos and so forth. But we try to have something for everybody at the fair.
Well, I've got your grandstand tickets and admission prices and stuff on the screen now, so people can take a look. And as soon as you said you were doing something different without a headliner, I'm sure there were some people who were saying, but what about the demo derbies? 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock Sunday, you're still doing the demo derbies, because that's a huge way to end the fair.
Right. Yeah. The demo derbies always do great. Robo Extreme does a great job with the demo derbies every year. He's been there for 7, 8, 9 years now. He does a great job with the demo derbies. Always has great participation. Also, the bull riding is still there. The bull riding is very popular on Friday night. That's at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, tractor pulls all day Thursday, starting with farm tractors, and then the pickup trucks and so forth in the afternoon. And, of course, the big show in the evening on Thursday. And with the semis and the hot rods and the mod tractors and whatever, a lot of smoke and stuff. And it's Wednesday, and then the Queen pageant on Tuesday, which is free. So you can come out, and we have like 6 girls competing for Miss Boone County, and then we have like a dozen little Miss girls. The younger girls are competing for Little Miss in the pageant. So.
Well, you can hear the tractor pulls from miles away, because those things get really loud. So bring your headphone, or bring your ear protectors if you go to that.
It's very loud, and very smoky.
I'm curious too, and this is one event planner to another, I guess. Doing the rodeo obviously has a lot more logistics involved than bringing in a headliner with a singer or whatever, a band. Is the cost relatively the same, or is it a little bit cheaper to bring in a rodeo because they handle so many different things? I'm kind of curious about that.
Oh, no, the rodeo actually, is cheaper. I mean, last year with the headliner, all in all, I mean, the talent, Justin Moore himself, cost probably like $125,000 for just himself, and then $5,000 for opening act, and then another $125,000 for sound, lighting, and labor, and because you have to have union people stage up and so forth. So it's like a $250,000 outlay for the headliner. But the rodeo's cheaper, and also he's associated with Matt Noble, so Matt has a lot of what we set up for Friday night can stay there. A lot of the stuff will stay there for Saturday, the gates and so forth. It's just set up a little different, of course, for the rodeo. So they kind of work together with that kind of thing. So it should be, I think it'll be much easier, actually, because, the headliners can be a little tricky with their demands for different things. So, So we'll see. I mean, we're going to try it. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else, but we always mix it up.
It's worth it. It's worth it to try it. And you're going to get a lot of people from Southern Wisconsin and Northern Illinois who's never been to a rodeo before, that's always wanted to go. So they're going to be interested in checking it out. and
Right.
your other rodeo fans that have been to rodeos in the past and know how much excitement they are and how fun they are. I think you're going to have a great turnout. Obviously, weather related. It's all weather related. You know, at the fairs, the hinges on decent weather.
Right.
If the fair was this coming week, you'd be planning for the hot stuff and hydrating like
Oh.
crazy. And
Right. It boils down to weather. I mean, yeah, you put all this together. We build it's like building a city and then all of a sudden, I mean, it depends on the weather. I mean, yeah, so much so. I mean, all the advertising and stuff I do doesn't mean anything if it's like raining every day. So it's like,
right.
And how much do we commit to this? And it's like farming. It's a gamble. And the weather is such a big factor. Yeah.
So obviously you've been involved with the fair for so many years. What are some of the like the records or the most attended years or biggest draws? What's kind of some of the highlights that you'd like to share with people when you're talking about the fair in general?
Well, we're very fortunate for one that we have a great location, and we have a great layout, nice flat. We got that 80 acres, like I said, in 1964. Now we have 183 acres, and we took our time laying it out. So we went out, we visited some other fairs and saw their layouts. We have gates you can come in, so you can park. We have parking all around the fair, and we have different gates around the fair. So there's always a gate nearby to get into the fair. Plenty of parking, a lot of and handicap parking and so forth. And then we have a great layout with the barns over here, and then the grandstand. All the main roads from the main gate lead to the grandstand. The carnival's off to the left, the barns are off to the right. And there's plenty of open space in between for exhibit halls and all the exhibits and so forth, the vendors and that kind of thing. And the food is kind of at one end for the most part, but now we have stuff spread over from the north end of the fairgrounds to the south end of the fairgrounds. And so last year we ran out of space, period. We did not have another inch of grass to put a vendor truck or a trailer or anything because it was packed. So there's so much to see. I mean, you go in there and it's like a big market kind of. We have 3 commercial buildings filled with events, and we have food trucks, we have all kinds of food and so forth. So there's this, and we have free attractions like the Timberworks Lumberjack Show and Ready Go Dog Show. There's a fishing tank, you can go fishing for free. We have an oxen exhibit. We have tons. We have a restored 19th century schoolhouse, and it's the 50th anniversary. It's been there for 50 years. We restored it back in 1976 for the bicentennial. We brought it up from the south end of the county to the fairgrounds. It's the Reed Schoolhouse. So you can go back in time and visit a schoolhouse that's been around, that was around through 1940s, and it closed down in the 1940s. And so we were able to restore it. It's got desks and it's just totally restored. And it's also the 50th anniversary of the Draft Horse Show, which has been there for 50 years. So we got 2 50th anniversary milestones at the fair this year. So, I mean, it's just, the highlights. I mean, the last 8 years, we've had over 200,000 people every year since 2017. Of course, except for 2020 when we didn't have a fair. Because
right.
In the last 5 years, we've averaged 222,000 a year since 21. And 2 years ago, we had 242,000 fairgoers in 6 days. That was our record 2 years ago. And then last year we had 217,000, but we had hot weather and rain on Sunday. So but if we would have had nice weather that year, last year, we broken the 242. But unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, so that's and it's just the main highlight is seeing the families come in with the kids and everything. Like on Kids Day, we have 200 kids participating in the Kids Day games, the sack races, the big toss, the watermelon eating, the balloon blowing. My brother's been doing that for 28 years now. He leads the games. We do that on Wednesday and Thursday morning. And just seeing all those kids and families there, I mean, there's just hundreds of them. And that's out in the morning. have discounted rides on the carnival day afternoons on Wednesday and Thursday. It's just, I mean, you see the kids coming in and they're all excited when they come in the gate and they're jumping up and down. I mean, it's just, that's really is to see all the kids and how happy they are and the parents and everybody's and the life. And we've got 3,000 head of livestock. I mean, like I said, the draft horse show. It's so beautiful. Those horses with the harnesses and the wagons and so forth. It's something you don't want to miss. You can't see that anywhere every day. And that kind of thing. We have cattle and sheep and swine and rabbits and goats and, so it's just, that's the big thing about the fair because we're very agricultural oriented. I mean, and celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States this year, what's more traditional that you can do but go to a county fair? And I recommend everybody go to, whether it's Boone County or Winnebago or Stevenson or McHenry, Ogle, go to a fair. I mean, participate in a great American tradition that's been around since the early 1800s. I mean, I think the Boone County Fair started back in like 1855 or something. Just a small livestock. One farmer trying to show his livestock's better than Joe Smith down the street.
Right. I can get it that you can get a little overwhelmed with all the different selections and options and things to do at the fair. So you gotta, like anything, you look at all the stuff, all the lineups, and what fits your schedule and what catches your attention, and you make it a point to get out there and see and do those things because you can't do them all anyway. There's so many things you just can't do them all anyway. So find something that fits your schedule with your family and catches your attention, and get out there and see the rodeo or see the demo cars or go check out all the livestock. That's one of our kind of our family traditions every year is to make sure we hit the Wisconsin State Fair one day a year and see what's new, see what we've seen before, and then just have some fun family time around some ice cream and potatoes and all the other fun stuff that we do at the at the fair every year. So if somebody wanted to get tickets, you can already do that now, right? It's up there and live and ready to go.
Well, we got season tickets available at locations. Season tickets. They're $25 in advance now, and they're available at several locations. It's on our Facebook page and on our website. It's different, like most of the banks in Belvidere are selling them. Other places like the Chamber of Commerce, the O'Brien Dobbins drugstore, that kind of thing. So check out our Facebook page, and it'll be in the Boone County shop Thursday too, as far as locations and so forth. And then our tickets for the shows, everything goes on sale Saturday, July 11th at 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock on Saturday. Then we have more hours throughout July and August, of course, right up through the fair. So just check out again our Facebook page. It has all the hours and so forth for the ticket office, but it doesn't open until Saturday, July 11th. And that's for all the shows. And the season tickets available there at starting July 11th for $25. And then once the fair starts, the season tickets are $40. They're good for admission to the fair for all 6 days. And that's what that season ticket's for. It's not for the shows or the carnival or anything. It's for admission to the fair, which is $10 for everybody 11 and older, and then 10 and under is free every day. Senior citizens are free every day, and active military ID is free every day. So that's our prices, pretty simple, and free parking, and come out and fair. And like that's why the season ticket's good, because you can't do everything in one day. Maybe just come out and do your thing and on what your favorite food, and then come out and see the livestock, and then come out and do a show, whatever. So and it saves you about $25 for all 6 days. It's a pretty good deal. So take advantage of that. Yes. Yeah, there it is.
There's a whole list of places where you can get season tickets for only $25 at in and around Belvidere, so in around Boone County. So lots of places to go to get your tickets. And every year it's a big deal, and you want to make it out to the Boone County Fair at least one day of the fair. If you can't do all the days, that only the people running it do all the days. I mean, let's face it. So you do a couple days if you can, and hit the highlights that feel like highlights to you. And I'm totally sincere when I say it should just be called Illinois State Fair North, but that would, then you'd have to change your logo. So don't do that. I just maybe subtitle.
Appreciate it. A couple of friends come out. They lived in Colorado. They were from the area. Well, she wasn't from the area, but the husband was. He was a friend of mine. But they came out last year, and she had never been to Illinois Fair like this. And she thought, is this a state fair? It's big. She was overwhelmed. And it's really gratifying to hear somebody say that. In fact, I just heard it from another couple that were from a small town in Southern Illinois. And they've been here for 20 years. But she goes, every year I go there, she's always amazed by how big it is. She goes, our fair had 2 cows and a Ferris wheel. This fair is so amazing. And it really makes you feel good. I mean, we're just very, like I said, very blessed, very fortunate.
Well, we've got the links to the website and the Facebook page in the chat. So if you're watching on Twitch or Rumble or YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, it should be there already. But if it's not, that's okay. Follow up on Spotify. It'll be on our Spotify information as well. So is there anything that we have not asked you about this year's Boone County Fair that you wanted to make sure we touch on before we transition into some trivia with Tom and our next guests?
No, I think we pretty well covered it. Appreciate the time today. That was a real, and just come out to the fair and celebrate America's 250th and enjoy the Boone County Fair 2026 edition. So
it's going to be a good time. So, all right. Well, August 11th through the 16th, just north of Belvidere there. You can't miss it. It's such a beautiful facility, beautiful grounds. They take such good care of it and use it year round pretty much. So if you can get out there August 11th through the 16th, you will not be disappointed unless it's weather related. We can't control that. We all know that. So
don't worry about it.
It'll be fun. Yeah. It'll be fun. All right, let's see if we can do this and bring on our next guests for some trivia with Tom.
It's time for Tom's Trivia Challenge on the In Crowd 815 podcast. Good luck.
All right, let's see what we can do here to make this screen look good. We might be losing Tom Ratcliffe there. He's his screen is spinning and spinning and spinning. Katie Humphry and Sean Cramer, though, are joining us from the Belvidere Park District. Good morning, Katie and Sean.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think that the other Tom was up at the fair.
I hope he didn't bail on us thinking that the trivia was going to be hard. The trivia is always good general stuff. So we got a shot at getting 7 points on 7 questions for Tom's trivia this week. But I like to at least score more than 4. That's all. 4 or more, I feel like I have a pretty good day.
And I say more than 5. I say 5 or more. Come on now.
So
Raise
we're a
that
team.
bar just a little higher.
We're a team, Katie and Sean. We're a team. We're trying to
You
score
are a
together. So
team.
we'll talk through everything. So, all right, Tom, what do you got for us this week?
There's no I in team. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. First up, pizza, anyone? How many Domino's logo? Is it 3 or is it 5 box? And Domino's. How many dots are on
Domino's
that
Pizza.
logo? Is it 3? Domino's Pizza. Yeah. I'm sorry, Domino's Pizza. How many dots are on the Domino's logo? Domino's Pizza logo. Is it 3 or 5?
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
You look at it all the time.
I know. I can see them both in my head, and I'm like, I can't pick which one. I feel like I've seen it 3, and I feel like I've seen it 5. I don't.
Right.
Wow.
I just feel like I open up the box too quickly. So
I don't know. I guess I would lean toward 5 because it would kind of like, that would fill the square. So I don't know. If you feel good about going with 5 as a guess?
I do. Yeah. Let's do 5.
Goes?
Here's hoping.
I think it's
Okay, the first domino has 1. The second domino has 2. 3 is the answer.
Mm,
Oh.
All right. All right. Scary
Bummer.
animals.
All right.
What animal is Indiana
Strike one.
Jones? What animal is Indiana Jones famously afraid of? Is it birds or snakes?
snakes.
It's snakes for sure.
Snakes, yeah.
I'm a little afraid of both, but yeah, it's definitely snakes. Snakes.
The only bird I've
Why'd
ever
it have
heard
to
of
be
is big
snakes?
birds. That's right. That's right.
All
For
right, 1
those
out of
of
2.
you who saw the movie, I did not. But I do remember that quote. All right, here we go. Pizza again. Tom must be hungry. Here we go. Here we go. What is the most common pizza topping? Is it pepperoni or is it sausage?
I think it's pepperoni too.
Yep. I would also say pepperoni.
For me personally, I'd choose
Yeah,
sausage over
pepperoni is
pepperoni,
correct.
but I think more people choose pepperoni.
Me too. Every day. Every day. Fries, onions, and then sausage. So yeah. All right, tattoo
Okay.
you. Who is the first and only one as of now Disney princess to have a tattoo?
To have a
So who
tattoo?
is the first and as of now only Disney princess to have a tattoo?
Disney princess.
It
It's
makes
gotta be a
sense
newer
if you
one.
think about it.
I
mean-
think it's.
Moana.
Yep, that's it.
Moana.
I think it's Moana.
When you said it makes sense, that made me think of Moana.
You're on the right
Here's
track.
Tom. Moana.
Oh, is that your guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Pocahontas.
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
wouldn't have guessed that.
All right. Here is a science.
Science. All right, bring on the science.
And everybody said?
Science.
All right, here we go. What is the non-scientific term for iron oxide?
The
What is the
non-scientific
non-scientific term for iron oxide?
iron oxide.
Rust.
Iron oxide. Ferrous something, right? It's or
What did-
no. The non-scientific term.
Katie, what did you say?
Rust.
Ferrous.
Yes, rust is
But
what
that-
it is.
Rust. Hey, all right, good job.
I'm gonna put you on my trivia team next, Katie.
There you go. Very good. Very good.
Rust.
All right. I believe we are 3 right, 2 wrong, right?
3 right, 2 wrong. That's
That's
right.
all right. We're going to hit our 6. I mean, our 5. All right. All right. Here we go with rock and roll presidents. You have to name all 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. There are only
All 4
4
presidents of
You
Mount
have to name 4. Yep.
I mean,
Washington.
I was just
Okay, so George Washington,
Washington.
Yeah.
Lincoln, right?
Abraham Lincoln,
I think
Yep.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Roosevelt. Is
one of the
Roosevelt.
Roosevelts, whatever Roosevelt.
Roosevelt, yeah.
Teddy
Teddy.
Roosevelt. Is it Teddy Roosevelt?
It is Teddy. Yep.
Ah,
You got it.
good.
Very good.
job.
Very good. Nice collaboration. All right, final question.
All right.
You guys are at 4 and 2. You can go 5 and 2, and that's a really good score. That's what I always
Yes.
shoot for.
Yeah.
When did Belvidere officially become a city? Was it 1857 or 1877?
Wow.
Once again, when did Belvidere officially become a city? Was
Tom
it
Ratcliffe, where are you?
1850 or
1857.
Tom Ratcliffe, where'd you go? Wow.
We don't need Tom. She got 7.
Okay, I would have taken the older one too. So that's a good. All right. That deserves some celebration confetti. Throw out the confetti because
Yeah, get it.
5 out of 7 is a good score. Definitely a good. Maybe
5
it
out of
wouldn't
7.
win the
That's a really good
tournament, but
score.
it'd make us feel good about ourselves though. So that's all right. So good job. Well, thank you for your help. And now let's turn
I
to
gotta
all
clean
things.
my computer off here.
Get. Let's see. All right, let's do a little rearranging. No, that's not going to work unless you scoot over. Can you scoot over just a little bit, Sean? And then we'll put your logo up and give it a flip, and then boom, 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 and look at how pretty that is. Let's start with Katie. Katie, ladies first. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you a lifelong Belviderean, or did you grow up elsewhere?
I did not grow up in Belvidere.
All right.
I grew up in Round Lake, Illinois, so closer to Gurnee. Everybody knows Great America, so I was just say Great America.
Out near Great America. So did you go to Great America High School? Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Round Lake High School. My first job was at Great America.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What was the first thing they put you in charge of? And what did you do at Great America as a high schooler?
I worked in a store, so just a cashier.
Okay.
I was 15, so that's all you could do was work in the stores. So.
And you stayed there long enough to do other things too? Or
No. No, 2 summers and that was it.
All right. And what's the mascot of the Round Lake High School?
Panthers.
Can we make fun of Panthers, Tom? Is that something we can? I don't know that we can really make fun of Panthers. They're kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mess with a panther. So.
No, but I've been here in Belvidere for 20 years, so I kind of feel like it's home, you know.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Rockford. Pretty much my entire adult life has been here in Rockford, and even though I grew up in southeastern Wisconsin. So, what about you, Sean? Are you a native Belviderean?
I am also not. I am also so I've been around here for 8 years, but I grew up in a wide variety of places. I was born a couple hours outside of here in a small town outside of Ottawa, Illinois, called Streeter, and then moved to Oklahoma, and then came back to the Roscoe area, and then so I currently live in Rockford, but have been a part of the Park District for 8 years now.
Now, is Streeter a big enough town to have a high school? Because it'd be really cool if the Streeter mascot was the race cars, right? That'd be fun.
That would be cool. They do have a high school. I believe they are the Bulldogs, but I was only there for a couple of years. So, yeah.
All right, just throwing that out there, Streeter. You know, that's out there. So, and now, how long have you each been involved with the Belvidere Park District, and what are you guys up to now?
Yeah, so I've been here since 2007. When I first started working here, there were no programs and services, so I had the opportunity to create the program from the ground up. And so we've been here, since 2007. So this is my 20th summer. Sean came in about 8 years ago.
In 2019.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get your website up on the screen so people can take a look at belviderepark.org. And if I put this, don't worry, I'm going to free up your faces here in a second. As soon as I get this in the chat, I want to put the link to the website in the chat. And once I do that, I can put it at the bottom of the screen. And look at that. I can see your faces again. There we go. So recreation scholarships available is your headline on your website. So what does that mean for people in Belvidere?
So we have a great opportunity through First Mid Bank. I saw Midland and kept wanting to say Midland, but Midland sponsored our summer camp. But First Mid Bank, they provided a great amount of money to provide recreation opportunities to the community. You don't have to be a resident of Belvidere to apply. You can be a resident of the surrounding areas, ages, I think it starts at 6 to 18. If you're a special recreation participant, it's just 6 and older. The scholarship does not cover any sort of childcare, so third base camp or camps, but otherwise you can apply for any recreation program that we offer.
And here's the list. Is this the big list of eligible programs?
Yeah.
On the screen now for what? Well, this is, it says winter, spring of 2026. So some of these are probably maybe already done. Yeah. But do a lot of these apply for the summer as well?
Yeah. They're just so we still have youth baseball and t-ball going right now. Little Sluggers baseball, all of that is still going. So yeah.
Okay.
I may have just forgotten to change the heading.
There you go. So there's all the information again on belviderepark.org as far as where, the programs that are taking place, scholarships that are available. What are the big highlights for the summer of 2026? Obviously, we've already started the summer, so I'm sure a lot of these programs have already started, and some of them you probably maybe still can jump in on. Some you can't because they're filled up or they are near completion. What's kind of left on the calendar for you guys here for the summer and fall of 2026?
Yeah, so I know for general recreation programs, I know that they just kicked off like t-ball, and they have a couple of sports camps coming up. I think that they have a clinic with the Chicago Fire. I don't know if that's already come through, but they have a good handful of sports options. If you're looking to bring your kids to a summer camp, so we actually have 2 camps. We have Camp Compass, which is what you're on right now. It looks like our general recreation camp. I think ages 3 to 12. But then I actually run. So we're in the special recreation department, and so all of the programs I run are for kids with disabilities, and so I run Camp Horizon, which begins at age 5 and goes up to age 22. And so that camp has been going on. We just actually went to took a group to the Milwaukee Zoo yesterday, but do a lot of interactive, like playing outside and games and arts and crafts and all that. And then general for the community, we've got movies in the park. They have a couple splash pad days with like a foam party. So we have a lot going on.
Yeah, movies in the park was just this Thursday too. So if you want to see a free movie, you can go to the Baltic Mill and enjoy a movie on the big screen. And Sips and Sprinkles is usually here with their food truck too.
Sips and Sprinkles is excellent. So that's a good thing to have out there for movie night. That's awesome. So parents can plug their kids into a lot of different things during the summer at the Belvidere Park District. And there's a lot of information again on belviderepark.org. And up here on the top, programs, parks, scholarships, childcare, special recreation, all there. Are you looking currently for volunteers or other people to join your team as far as employment opportunities? Should I click on that, or should we skip over that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
sure.
please do.
We're always looking for volunteers, especially for special recreation programs. We love volunteers. Our Special Olympics, if you have expertise in sports, we could always use your help with that, coaching and things like that. And employment opportunities for the fall, especially. We're definitely both, we call our after school program Club Horizon, and then the general rec calls their after school program Third Base. We're both looking for employees.
Okay. So someone's looking for work or looking for a volunteer opportunity. Again, belviderepark.org has information on there. Special events, recreational programs, youth coaching are always a need for coaches, right? So how about with the different programs, basketball, soccer, baseball, even hockey? You have ice hockey at the Belvidere Park District in the winter time, or how? Is that something else? Is it like a street hockey type of a thing?
I know the ice rink, we used to have a hockey team. I don't think we have the hockey team anymore, but I know the ice rink is full up all winter long of teams that rent it. And there's been ice hockey tournaments and things like that. I know once a year, the Ice Hogs come out and they play on the ice.
Yeah.
Which is it's a great opportunity to meet your favorite Ice Hog player, and they do lots of meet and greets, and the kids love it.
They've had some magical moments out there in Belvidere where they're out there practicing and stuff, and the light snow starts falling. You feel like you're in heaven. The hockey fans felt like they were in heaven. So
yeah, the district right now is in the process of putting a roof over the ice rink to extend the season. So typically we were done in like late February, first week of March, but now we're going to be able to extend the season at least through March with the roof over it. And that was we got that through grants. So that was really beneficial. The state, I think it was one of the representatives helped get that.
Nice.
I don't want to say which one. If I
forget which one. Yeah. Thank you, state reps, for helping us out. Absolutely right, sir. So awesome. Well, what's any of the highlights that you want to make sure that we promote this time? Obviously, as we record this today, it's June 27th, so summer's underway. Still have all of July and the beginning of August to maybe get kids involved in some of the things at the Park District. And it's not just kids. You got other things going on too, right? So maybe fill us in on some of the highlights this summer that you want to make sure people are aware of and give them opportunity to sign up for.
Yeah, well, I know, again, I know Park District wide, I think that they've been really trying to promote people just getting out into our parks. I've always said that there's, when I run the summer camp I try to get my staff outside as much as possible, because it's just really good for not only your like physical health, but just your overall like mental health and well-being. And so we've a good handful of the parks, we've updated the playgrounds recently. So if you're coming in from Rockford on State, Glen Green, actually we just put in a playground there about a month ago. And then we've updated a good amount of our like a pickleball courts. So Aberdeen Park has that updated as well as a playground. So just getting outside. For our end, for special recreation, you actually have a lot of specialty programs coming up, and we're about to get into the like bowling season and the bocce ball season and some other outdoor activities, right?
Yeah, bowling, bocce, flag football, volleyball. We've got a bunch coming up. One other thing he didn't mention is the district did just update their Frisbee golf course. So if you like Frisbee golf, it's a great time to come out and try. They added some, do they call them holes?
I guess you call them holes or
I
whatever.
don't know.
They're baskets. Yeah.
Yeah, they added some new ones and updated a lot of it. So that's a good one. But yeah, if I'll pitch again, if there's anybody out there that wants to help coach any of those sports, I'd love to have you on, because we could use coaches.
We have a state line disc golf association that's a not-for-profit. If they haven't been out to Boone County, they need to check out what you guys have done.
Yeah, seriously, it looks great. We've had some of our regulars super excited about the updates.
Nice, good deal.
If you
there is
call it
childcare.
Frisbee golf, they will correct you.
They will correct you.
Oh, it's called disc golf. That's what it sounds like.
Golf.
Wow, I thought it was
Yeah, my son-in-law is really big into that. And I'll call it Frisbee golf. He goes, no, it's disc golf. Okay, fine. Anyway.
I'm old school.
But you are correct. It used to be Frisbee golf.
That's what it was called.
Yeah, no, you're right. It used to be Frisbee golf. Yeah. And now it's disc golf. So whatever. I don't care.
You see the very serious disc golf players, they have a backpack full of discs because there's all different sizes that they can use. They have the driver disc and the putter disc and everything in between. So it's
I was we do a duck derby every year for a fundraiser for our participants, and there was one of our board members was walking through as we were doing it on Thursday night, and he mentioned, well, I lost another one in the water. So it's like they have to carry a lot. If it goes in the water, they can't get it back.
yeah. You still need one of those long extendable poles, and hopefully your disc floats. I don't know. Some of these plastic
I
ones are
asked.
heavy.
I don't know why I asked, but I asked if it floated, and he was like, no.
No, they're hard plastics, and they sink. So anyway, there's so many different opportunities at the Belvidere Park District. What kind of what kind of caught your attention? What got your start when you first started with the Park District? What was the first thing that you were involved in that you're like, this is home for me. This is what I like doing. This is what I love helping families and kids experience.
So for me, I also worked at the Round Lake Park District for 7 years before I came here, but I got into recreation. I went to Rockford College, or some people call it university. I call it college. I went to Rockford, and I volunteered at the Rockford Park District as part of one of my classes. And I was like, wait, you can get paid to have fun year round. And I didn't even know the field existed. You could have a career in it or anything like that. So I went back to school and figured, my counselor, and tried to figure out a way to change from education to business to be able to do this for fun. I mean, for life. And I did an internship at Round Lake Park District, and then the rest is history. Yeah.
How about you, Sean? What was your first thing that caught your interest with the Park District, that you knew that this was a good place for you?
Oh yeah, so as I said before, I began in 2019, and I actually I hate to say this, but I really, just from a programmatic recreational standpoint, COVID was really fun for me. Because we were one of the few special recreation departments in the state that continued to do programming when everyone else was shut down, including Rockford and whatnot. Because we really hung on to doing things on Facebook, offering digital programs. I run an adult day program, and so we switched that to an outdoor camp for adults, and so we just got really creative with what we had, and it was a lot of fun. And so I think just having that freedom to be able to explore, experiment, and keep doing what we were doing, I think was what really hooked me in here. Just getting the permission to be able to do what we could to keep things going.
Yeah. And that's the way I felt about COVID too. It took our show off of radio because they furloughed all the weekend talent. And that forced Tom and I to kind of say, all right, if we're going to keep doing this, let's take this to Facebook. And we were on Facebook Live through all the rest of 2020. And then we switched to YouTube in 2021 and adapted and became what it is now, which gave us this focus on Rockford area not-for-profits and the businesses that support them. So as bad as it was a situation, I think we made some pretty good stuff out of it, Belvidere Park District included there. So, well, we've been testing AI to ask questions of our guests here every so often over the last few months. So I asked Gemini to give me 3 good questions to ask Katie and Sean from the Belvidere Park District, since we're interviewing them today. And let's see if we've already covered these topics or if the AI got it completely wrong. Every so often, a name or something will pop up and it'll associate something with something else that's not supposed to be associated, right? Like every so often I get stuff in my feed for Rockford, Michigan instead of Rockford, Illinois. So let's see what AI does for us today. All right. Since Katie Humphry And Sean Cramer spearhead the Special Rec and Northlands Associations for Special Recreation Departments at the Belvidere Park District. Our interview is perfectly positioned to showcase how the district designs an inclusive equity sanctuary for residents of all abilities. So here's question number one. Katie, you've been championing special rec and inclusion services for about 2 decades. And Sean, you're right there on the ground supervising these programs. From the Belvidere Park District Pirates Special Olympics teams, playing everything from bocce and flag football to snowshoeing, you have an incredible platform. So when you look at the athletes and the participants, how have you seen these tailored athletic and social programs create a good lifestyle surplus for families in Boone County who might otherwise struggle to find adaptive recreational spaces? It's a pretty general question, but that's basically what we've been talking about since we opened up the conversation. It's the athletes and participants you've seen. When you look at these participants, how have you seen these tailored programs create a better life for your participants?
That's a great question. We just went to summer games. I just went to summer games 2 weeks ago, and it's at Illinois State University, and we spend the whole weekend there. And it's really, we had a few new people, we had a few returning people go, and it's just really incredible to see our athletes experience things that their typical peers would experience, and the smiles on their faces that, we walk so much during the whole weekend, and they, oh my gosh, so much walking, because we stay in the dorms and we walk to all the events, and they're so exhausted, but they just want to keep going, because they want to do everything that we have available to us. They just, and then by the end of the weekend, they'll be like, it's the best weekend ever. And, so it makes it worth it for us too. We're giving up a lot to go the weekends away from our family to spend the weekend with them. And it's just, I always say seeing the smiles on the participants' faces is really just what makes it worth it to me. I've always been asked, how can I evaluate the programs and their success? And I always just say, if they have a smile on their face when they leave, that makes it worth it.
The games at Illinois State University, are those the games that they qualify to go to by doing the event at Harlem High School?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes, so that's a huge event for the area.
and that happens, the qualifiers in the spring, I forget what the month was that they did at Harlem.
The first weekend in May, usually.
In May.
First or second weekend in May. It just depends on
So huge weekend. That's awesome. The second question is a little more specific here. It says the district has recently been driving momentum for the Belvidere Pump Track project over at Prairie Fields Sports Park.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Explicitly aiming to fill a gap for older kids and teenagers and individuals of all ability levels with a safe, accessible asphalt riding track. From a therapeutic and from an adaptive recreation standpoint, what gets you both most excited about bringing a modern progressive space like a pump track to Belvidere, and how's that going to expand the way you can serve your participants?
Yeah, so, if I could just begin with, I've never been on a pump track or anything, but I am very, very excited about this. As I've said, I think any kind of recreation is great, and so the fact that we're able to try to build this kind of space for something that really isn't out there, I think is awesome. So for me, so for some of the programs I have, I could see us trying to do some beginner, like basic how-to kind of like programs, kind of experiences on the pump track. And so I don't know how I'm going to get the pieces put together yet. If we're going to ask participants to bring their own bikes, or if we're going to try to get some bikes, but I would love to get my groups out there. And I think you probably will work a bit more on helping to make sure that it's as inclusive as it can be.
Yeah, I'm excited to the fact that it's going to be asphalt gives us the opportunity to do adaptive sports. So people who use wheelchairs or can't necessarily ride a bike could use a wheelchair to just, not maybe manipulate the whole course, but get out there and experience some of it.
I never heard it referred to as a pump track before. This is totally new information for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this looks really interesting. And obviously Rockford BMX has a really great facility here in Rockford. But this is obviously a big and specific project to make sure folks of all abilities can take advantage of it, right?
Yes. We're really excited. The whole district is really excited. I know Tony Williams, his name was on there. He's the one that's been spearheading the project the whole time.
Yeah.
Along with Ben Nguyen. They've been really the ones pushing this through.
That's cool. So has the project begun? Is it being built already, or?
No, my understanding is that we need to raise the funds first before we can start.
Okay. So the $300,000 goal is out there. And if you want to help out, again, belviderepark.org, and the link is in the chat. So you can check this out. And the Prairie Fields Sports Park,
which is across from the fairgrounds.
There you go. Thank you. I was trying to picture in my mind where that exactly was. So across from the fairgrounds over there. All right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. And then finally, number 3, when parents or participants request an ADA accommodation for a standard park district program, or when you're building out dedicated special recreation events, it requires a lot of strategic, intentional designing. What is something about the logistics or the training of the staff or the heart that goes into making the entire Belvidere Park District footprint truly inclusive that the general public might not see or fully appreciate? The planning and stuff you got to do behind the scenes to make things as fully inclusive as you possibly can. There's probably some things you do, say, people you meet with to try to make that all happen, right?
Yeah, I think I believe that the key to inclusion and making everything accessible throughout the district is the buy-in from leadership down. So we're very fortunate to have Jen Jackie as our executive director, and she is very supportive of what we call universal design, making sure that everything is designed with the intention of including everyone. So for us, we always are meeting together, whether it's maintenance meeting with us or a rec supervisor to do inclusion for the T-ball program. We all, as a district, buy into the process of including everyone. Also, we recently started an ADA committee, Americans with Disabilities Act committee, to address needs throughout the district that may not be accessible, and we're planning on making a plan to make everything accessible throughout the years. But obviously it's going to take time, but so we have committees, and it's really the buy-in from leadership down.
And Jen's been there a good long time. She's excellent.
We're very fortunate to have her.
Yeah, no, she's got a reputation, and the reputation is excellent. So that's really awesome that you get to work with someone like Jen Jackie. So
it really is.
That's cool. All right. Well, before we let you go, I've got one more question for you. I always ask AI also to give us some funny or odd questions, and sometimes they actually are really good. And I think this one, if it's right, again, correct it if it's wrong. But here's the funny or odd question that AI gave us for today that I think is going to hit. I hope it's going to hit. Sean, this is for you.
Of course.
Sean, you supervise a lot of these active sports, including winter favorites like snowshoeing. So if a surprise blizzard hit us here in June, and Boone County was covered in snow right now during this interview. And the only way for the two of you to get back to the River's Edge Recreation Center was to strap on some snowshoes and trek across town. Who is navigating the terrain like a seasoned explorer, and who is getting stuck in a drift outside of the Baltic Mill?
All right, so I would be the frozen iceberg on the side. So we both actually have our hand in that sport, but Katie's probably a bit more in depth to it than myself. I believe I have snowshoed once, but yeah, I would be done.
I think it's really funny that AI chose to say, "Wait, if a blizzard hits you in June,
Yeah.
a freak
It's
weather
funny.
incident, let's strap on some snowshoes."
Yeah, it's funny because he jokes about putting snowshoes on in the middle of the summer because of the way our weather is.
Well, might I suggest this then as a way to wrap things all up? When the leaves all fall in the fall and they're everywhere, put on some snowshoes and trek over the leaves. Maybe that would be
Do it, yeah.
maybe you could have a leaf race with snowshoes on with your recreation kids.
Yeah.
And then
Fun idea.
when they fall down, it wouldn't hurt so bad because they're landing in a pile of leaves.
Well, I actually think that the like funnier is so we actually began for our special Olympic sports, we actually do practices 8 weeks out. So they begin their practice in October. So I had this past year, actually one of the few years that they've ever practiced in snow. And some of them didn't know what to do because we always do it in like in just the grass and leaves. So when we actually had it, it was we actually had to bring in an expert to come and like talk with them about it.
We had someone ask, "Well, there's snow on the ground. Should we just stay inside?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "No."
Let's go. Let's have some fun in this stuff.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun in this stuff. Well, the last thing I'll put on the screen here is your Facebook page. People can follow along. If you're going to facebook.com, look for the official Belvidere Park District, because I believe there's an old page that still exists on Facebook somewhere that might look similar, but it's not quite the same. So check that out. Get ready for action-packed week of All-Star Sports Camp coming up July 13th through the 17th. There's all kinds of fun things coming up still this summer with the Belvidere Park District. So any last words before we say goodbye and let you go about your weekend?
We could plug. We have a Facebook page too. It's Belvidere Park District Special Recreation. Ours is a little different from the Park District. We like to post all of our pictures from our programs and things like that. We don't do as much advertising as just getting the word out about our services.
So let me see if I can find that real quick, because I thought I had the link set up, but I don't. So is there a link here somewhere that I am missing?
Well, you can just type in search in the search bar, Belvidere Park District Special Recreation, and it'll come up.
Okay.
It's a similar logo, but it's got a little extra on it.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
See, there we go.
I actually just posted stuff for our camp that happened over this past week. So you should see that in the first post.
There we go. So that's on there as well. Pictures from Camp Horizon Week 4. Pictures up there already. 60s plus pictures up from that. The Duck Derby.
Duck Derby. Yeah. So courtesy of Melissa Erickson.
Was this on Thursday or Friday? Was this
That
week?
was on Thursday.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
So somebody won. Paul, congratulations. You won first place. And Arliss Hendershot got third place with duck number 564. Congratulations, Arliss. That's amazing. Awesome. We Tom, we need to have Arliss on the show at some point because her history of service here in the 815 is pretty much unmatched. So hopefully we can get Arliss on the show at some point to talk
Sean
about
has a connection.
I do.
You can probably talk to Sean about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please text her my
guys-
number, Sean.
that.
Okay, well then.
Yeah. So
I-
thank you for giving us the opportunity to spread the word.
Absolutely.
A few years in TV when I worked for TV 23 back in, was the news director, program director, something like that, back then.
Yeah.
So
No, she's
Yeah,
held
she's
a
been
lot of
around a
different
while.
roles over the years. So, well, Katie and Sean, thanks so much for spending time with us today. Have a great rest of your weekend of summer, and we'll look forward to catching up with you down the line to talk more about your programs, maybe before next year. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
All right, back to our big number of the week, and Tom's screen goes off, and then it goes on again. Then it go. There we go. We're fine. We got this down. 4.2 billion is our big number of the week this week, and is the answer Mike's or museum? You sent me your guess, so I need to change the score. Let me double check and see if you got it right, because I think I got the answer there, and I think okay. So, oh, wait a minute. I got it. I'm sorry. I thought I had this down, but now I'm looking at it again, thinking. Oh, okay. I highlighted the right one. I just didn't write the right one. There we go. All right. So Chick-fil-A for the last 11 years, Tom. Chick-fil-A, do you know what they've been? They've been known as the Supreme, as America's favorite fast food chain, Chick-fil-A. And the chicken giant has been dethroned by Jersey Mike's, according to a new customer satisfaction survey. The sandwich chain Jersey Mike's has beat out Chick-fil-A by only 1 point, narrow, but by 1 point. They've added 238 new locations over the last year, and they reached $4.2 billion in sales. So Mike's was the answer. Sorry, Tom, not museum like you guessed. Museum is this graphic here. I know it looks kind of wild, but I tried to put on the picture of the museum, a picture of a TV with AI art, because pixels, the number of pixels that make up the 5 galleries at Dataland, the world's first AI art museum in LA, is 1.5 billion pixels. And this is just opened this past weekend in Los Angeles. It's called Dataland. It's an AI art museum. And visitors visiting the 25,000 square foot immersive entertainment complex are strapped with something that's biometric on their wrist or something, which so that changes the visuals as they walk into rooms. Dataland's founders say, look like the machine is. It looks like the machine is dreaming, or maybe it looks like you're, I don't know, on some sort of weird drugs or something like that. Tickets for the Dataland.
Say drunk.
Yeah, drunk has something. Tickets for the Dataland AI Art Museum in Los Angeles run about $50. An unlimited year-long access pass will cost you $1,500 if you want to go all year round. Thanks to Forbes for that. It sounds kind of cool, and it's kind of controversial right now because some people are really don't like AI art at all. I'm of the kind of the opinion that AI art is a good place to start when it comes to things, to edit and change things and manipulate the way that you want. Maybe give you some ideas. But I kind of get it, where some people are kind of getting frustrated with the number of people using AI art for all of their marketing and all of their design work and stuff like that. It's kind of obvious. And anyway, it's and I'm using it, so don't think I'm slamming you if you're using it, because I am using it. Obviously, I used it for this. AI did this for me. I didn't design that at all, other than the picture and the screen. I changed the picture it gave me because I didn't like it. So I found a picture from the AI Art Museum and replaced it with that. But other than that, Jem and I did a pretty good job on my graphic this week, so I went ahead and used it. So sorry, Tom. I'm commanding league, field goal to nothing.
I can't win, can I?
It's 50-50. That's all it is. Thanks again to Tom Ratcliffe for joining us today from the Boone County Fair, and then Katie Humphry and Sean Cramer for the Belvidere Park District. Got links again in the chat for you to follow along with what they're doing. Next week, we're going to chat with the EAA Chapter 22. They were nice enough to say 4th of July. Yeah, sure. We can jump on the 4th of July with you on a Saturday morning. So that's next Saturday, 4th of July, episode number 326 of the In Crowd 815 podcast. We'll be talking all things planes, Cottonwood Airport, and our friends at the EAA Chapter 22. We mentioned earlier, as far as shout outs today goes, Belvidere in Belvidere today, they have their annual 4th of July parade and Heritage Days parade at 5 p.m. That steps off, and then fireworks over at the fairgrounds. Should be, I think it's going to be a pretty decent night for that. So if you're in that direction, you might want to head over to the Boone County Fairgrounds and watch the free fireworks tonight at dusk. Shout out to Tom's Trivia, Louis Tap House every Wednesday night. Our In Crowd 815 team actually got the second place this time. I'm pretty proud of my guys.
You did quite well.
We had a team of 5. We would love to have a team of 7 or 8. So In Crowd 815 folks, if you're available on a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. at Louis, we want to field a team every week. I can't be there every Wednesday, but that doesn't mean we can't have an In Crowd 815 team there every Wednesday. So show up, tell Tom what you're there for. And it's free to play. I highly recommend the crab ragoon dip appetizer, or the bacon wrapped shrimp appetizer, or the beef. What's the tips? Barbecue tips appetizer.
Oh, they're called the burnt ends, and they are really, really good. And by the way, appetizers are half price until 8 o'clock. Half price. If an appetizer is $10, it only costs you $5. I mean, and the burnt ends I think are $12. So I get them usually every week, and they're $6, and they are just out of this world.
So
if you've got a heart condition, I wouldn't recommend them, but because they're just straight up pork, a little bit of pork fat. But my God, are they good? Oh, they are good.
Just about every week, almost every week, I get the crab ragoon dip, which comes with these wonton chips that look like big. They look like big tortilla chips, but they're wonton, like crab, like you get a crab ragoon at the Chinese restaurant. Only they're out flat and crispy, and they drizzle some sweet stuff on them, and it's so good. It's so awesome. So every Wednesday night, starts at 7. Get there by about 6 or 6:30.
And the entertainment, I was going to say the entertainment's good. It isn't just me. I mean, okay, fine. I'm a decent host, I guess. But the people there, everybody has fun, and it's just a good time. Everybody has fun. That's the important part. And it's good trip.
Try to make it there. Try to make it there every week if I can. So where did this thing go? Is this still on here? Oh, that's just a video. I thought it was a picture. Okay. Bummer. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to find what this looks. This might look really odd. So I don't know if this is going to look like. I haven't put this on the screen as a solo picture thing. It was part of your little was part of the intro video. But let's see if this looks okay, Tom. Yeah, except for the trivia being misspelled and challenge being misspelled. This is AI for you, friends. This is AI for you. It turned Tom into a chiseled chin. Look at that chiseled chin of Tom. Trivia challenge. It misspelled trivia and it misspelled chin.
Dude,
Why is there 3 L's
The
in
picture, it just makes me.
challenge? That's movie star Tom. That's what movie
And
star
two,
Tom is.
and well, 3 eyes in trivia. There should only be.
Yeah. Goofy stuff.
That picture looks nothing like me.
All right.
Anyway.
You already mentioned it, but we'll mention it again. Jeremiah Development, thanks to Nitro and D for hosting our monthly In-Crowd 815 networking group event this past Thursday. We had a great time at their offices, and July 11th is their big Love Rockford event. And that'll be, I believe, from 9 to 2 or 9 to 3. It's pretty much an all-day thing out in front of their offices, which is on the corner of Fisher and North Church. The way she described it is they actually shut down North Church Street and put a bunch of vendors out there and have music and food trucks and stuff like that. So July 11th, I will be there. I just won't be there right when it starts because I'll be doing this podcast, but I will be there that midday and look forward to meeting some folks for the Love Rockford event at Jeremiah Development on July 11th. Big week ahead this week. It is 4th of July week, if you will. 1776 is being performed at Starlight Theater on Thursday night, July 2nd. And then Friday night, July 3rd, there's a big free event at the Coronado Theater. Performance with Nielsen Corral, which I'll be singing in, and with the Rockford Symphony Orchestra. Looking forward to that big time. They'll be having a big street party, block party out front before that starts. So there's going to be, food trucks to buy food from and different things going on in front of Coronado Theater on Friday, July 3rd. And then, of course, the 4th of July festivities around Rockford is second to none. There's so many things to do around the Rockford area for the 4th of July that there's no excuses. There's plenty of things to do, not just the fireworks, the parade, and everything else that's going on the 4th of July. So, including a Ski Bronx show. The Ski Bronx always put on a free show on the 4th of July, and then they invite you to sit in the bleachers right there on the riverside there in Sherwood Park and watch the fireworks that go up over Rockford Country Club. So that's one more thing. And this is my birthday week, so I'm celebrating a 56th on the 1st of July. So I'll probably be playing trivia that night, Tom.
On out to Louis' trivia on Wednesday night, and we'll have a
party. Maybe Tom will give me 2 free answers instead of just one. Would that be? No, don't do that.
I'll give you 2 half free answers. So for one.
There's the trick. If we bring our own scissors, we can cut that little sticky circle in half and apply half to 2 different sheets.
That's right.
All right. Any final things here before we wrap up our that went longer than I thought it was going to go today. It always does. I should just anticipate that.
Nothing for me. The condition for me was awful today. I was just, and I don't know if it's my computer or what. Out earlier, I didn't just go out. Because when Tom was on, it was so choppy. I wanted his, and it came back and it was still just as bad. So I assumed it probably wasn't. But then it was choppy the entire way. So I think I will not be using this computer next week. I will get my good computer back next week. This point. So
here's hoping that solves that issue. But it's some of it. some of it's just internet stuff. Some of it's just bandwidth issues. I'm trying to be more careful about how much stuff
Ridiculous.
I load on my screen. Yeah, it should be. I mean, for for what I think we have available to us, it shouldn't be an issue. But we get multiple visitors on the screen, and it seems to really make that bandwidth get choppy. So we've had some fun trying to push the limits of this
here's
thing
the
and
thing.
test
What
limits. Top of the line, high speed fiber internet. That's for sure. So that's
Well, what do we pay? We pay for when it comes to our phones, our TV. I bet $60. Well, my TV now is only 71. Used to be 115. I downgraded, and it's garbage. I have Sling. It's garbage. It's not Sling isn't bad. It's just the way it comes across, the way it works for me. I don't like it. I got used to direct stream, but they wanted to charge me $185 with Marquee Network, but the Cubs suck, so I don't have it anymore. I'm tired of them. But I'm paying about $250 a month for all those, and nothing seems to work. Surprisingly, my phone service is decent, but and then I just had to pay out $20 to Google One so that they can, because they're holding my my emails hostage. Oh, on June 27th, you will no longer emails because you're at capacity. No, I'm not at capacity. I'm not, because I had 15,000 emails. They said you have to get rid of emails. I went through and got rid of half of them, more than half. I was down to 70 emails, and they still said, "Oh no, you're still at capacity." Charged me $20 for the year, $1.99 a month, 24. But I paid for the year. To the thousand that I had last year at this time. Scam by Google, and it is I'm just disgusted with the whole thing.
They want you to use their apps that clean up your system, and they have apps for that, right? Delete your duplicate photos and similar photos and blah blah blah, and all those different things. So yeah, it's it's the new age, everybody. It's the new age. Yay. So well, hey, it's going to be a big week as we enter into July. And as I mentioned, next week, we're going to be the EA. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to do today, which I don't want to forget. And that is we'll be putting out our press release this week announcing the next Masked Karaoke Trivia contest. So I wanted to make sure to get our podcast viewers and listeners the first heads up on what that press release is going to say when it goes out this week. So June 30th, this is planned to go out here. So what is that, Tuesday? Yeah, it's coming up on Tuesday. This is hitting the public, if you will. InCrowd 815 and Medicare 411 announcing it's time to enter your team in the $8,000 contest. No, InCrowd 815, known for its dedication for supporting local not-for-profits and fostering community connections, is thrilled to announce teams can now enter for its 5th Masked Karaoke Trivia Contest. This highly anticipated event will take place Thursday, October 1st, 2026, 7 p.m. at the Tabala Event Center, located at 7910 Newburgh Road in Rockford, with an $8,000 grand prize courtesy of Medicare 411 that goes to the winning team's chosen local not-for-profit. Building on the success of the 4 previous contests, having already given away over $20,000, this unique competition combines the excitement of trivia with the fun of karaoke, all to support local NFPs. 12 enthusiastic teams, each representing a business sponsor and local not-for-profit, will be competing not only for bragging rights, but also to win prize money for their chosen local not-for-profit organizations. The twist is that the organization each team is playing for will be masked until the end. And the contest promises an evening of entertainment and friendly rivalry, featuring 3 rounds of challenging trivia, and each team taking the stage for one celebrity judged karaoke performance. In Crowd 815, through its podcast and networking events, consistently aims to shine a spotlight on the impactful work being done by nonprofit organizations throughout the 815 area and the businesses that support them. This contest is a direct extension of that mission, providing direct financial support to those making a difference. Attendees can expect an evening filled with camaraderie, surprising vocal talents, and a shared commitment to local philanthropy. Audience tickets for those wanting to witness and support the event but not be on a team are available at incrowd815.com. So mark your calendar now and get your tickets now if you're not going to be on a team. October 1st, 2026, 7 p.m. at the Tabala Event Center with an $8,000 grand prize courtesy of Medicare 411. And we also will have a $1,000 karaoke prize thanks to Advice Marketing and a $1,000 trivia prize courtesy of who? Question mark, question mark. So we're still seeking that sponsor. So if your business would like to be a part of this amazing event, we would love to talk to you and get you plugged in for the next masked karaoke trivia contest. All right, Tom, any final thoughts this week before we wrap it up? There's the delay. So we'll wrap things up. Friends, remember, you change the world when you help one person. Be a blessing to someone this week, every day. And we'll meet you back here next week for a July 4th edition of the In Crowd 815 podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
815 in crowd. 815 in crowd. 815 in crowd. 815